A conventional caravanning wisdom tells you that once you have children, you can wave goodbye to luxury because most manufacturers don't put family-friendly layouts in their flagship ranges. However, these two windows here are a bit of a clue that this Buccaneer Galera is something different. It's a £32,000, 2-ton super luxury caravan, but one with 6 berths. As you might expect from that price tag, you get an awful lot of kit on this van. There's a solar panel on the roof, these rather fine silver sidewalls, gunmetal alloy wheels with wheel locks, and a BPW chassis with stabiliser and stability control. But the real luxury lies on board. You can arrive on site fully relaxed, having let the E&P hydraulic self-levelling take care of getting the van completely pitch perfect. And then you walk into this area, which is by far the most startling part of this van for me. It's a fantastic kitchen diner. We've got a good sized kitchen area with a top spec separate oven and grill and dual fuel hob there, and alongside it these rather fine drawers with their positive catches and dovetailed joints. The granite sink is a little bit OTT for my tastes, but otherwise it's a fantastic kitchen with a decent amount of worktop that can also be boosted by popping up the extension flap. I love this dining area. There's room for 5, perhaps even 6 with little kids to sit around it, and at night you simply drop down this table on hydraulics, pop up the flaps on the sides and rearrange the cushions, and it makes a second double bed to go with the one up front in the lounge. Now, if this layout looks familiar, that's because it's modelled on that of the Eldus Avante 866, which means it's 8 feet wide and has 6 berths. But of course, it's had quite a makeover to give a much more luxurious feel in the Buccaneer. There's masses of storage in this van. We've got 3 lockers overhead. There are also flaps to access the storage underneath the seats where I'm sitting. Now, these beds are probably ideal for teenagers because they're such a good size, and you're going to want to shut them off from the rest of the van. Well, the good news is, stored inside the main wardrobe here, there's a curtain that you can slide around to close them off. Opposite that wardrobe, we've got a fantastic massive family fridge, and above it a microwave set at a really sensible height. There's another door back here as well. Amazingly, because this van is 8 feet wide, there's actually room for a huge corner washroom. It's an amazingly good size. We've got not 1 but 2 bathroom cabinets. This one up here above the toilet. I like the fact that the toilet itself has a concealed cistern, so you haven't got a big white box on top of the loo. There's a domestic style towel rail here, which is powered by the Aldi wet central heating, and a rather smart bowl sink, almost like you'd find in a boutique hotel. At the other end of the washroom, there's a fantastic shower cubicle with a tiling style lining, an Eco Camel Orbit shower head, and lots of shelves. There's even a pull-out drying rack. Children are just going to love the space at the back of the van because it's been designed completely for them. We've got these 2 pod style berths, bunk beds one above the other, each with their own reading light and window, and there's a roof light above. Because they're enclosed like this, they feel really cosy and like their own space. And there's a little curtain here should you want to shut out the rest of the world. And what about when you want a game of cards or to do a bit of colouring perhaps? Well, this is just the place with this small table, and you can store them underneath the seat. But of course there's no room for mum and dad back here. Where are they? Well, most likely they'll be up front here, as far away from the kids as possible, and probably enjoying a nice glass of wine. And what a place to do it. These sofas, which at night make up into a colossal double bed, are really comfortable and really big. There's plenty of space for all the family, but why would you when they've got their own space at the back of the van? And if you've got enough friends, well, you can specify an additional seat in the middle here instead of this chest of drawers. And when you've got your mates round, well, the ambience is lovely, and that's mainly thanks to the amount of light in here coming in through a sunroof overhead, an enormous stargazer roof light, and there's even an omnivent over the kitchen to take away cooking smells. And if you decide you want to take your entertaining outside, well, we've got a gas barbecue point at the front here and a socket just inside the cupboard to power up your TV. You really are going to want for very little if you buy this van. But then, of course, you are paying for the privilege, and don't forget you're going to need a hell of a big tow car to pull it. But if you're skeptical about whether family-friendly layouts are really needed in flagship ranges, well, the Explorer Group tells us that these Galeras are flying off the shelves.